Hey guys, I'm going to be giving you a little review today on this month's past album, the Lapsley record. Alright, first of all, I would like to say that this opinion may be a little bit swayed or biased. I've been listening to her for about a couple years now. When she was announced, she was on the BBC shortlist for Sound of, like, I don't know if you guys know that, but it's kind of like who's going to be the top people in music for the year before like it comes out. Like people like Adele's been on that list before she kind of blew up, like 50 Cent, Jamie XX. I mean, it's been like a vast list, and it's been pretty accurate with like predicting people. So I've been listening to her since she was announced for the 2015 list, and I loved her EP when she came out of it. And when Bind Me Please usually like gives hints, they're like, oh yeah, this album's gonna be a male album, was released like 1950 to 1953, and you're like, I have no idea who this record could be. Or they're like, yeah, this album was in the top 5 of Pitchfork's best albums for 1993, and you're like, I have no idea where to grasp that. Now this time they were like female, first release, and all I could think of, I was like, oh, that'd be pretty cool if it was Lapsley. Oh, that'd be pretty cool if it was her. And all of a sudden people in the forums and the message boards were like, yeah, I think it could be her. And I was so happy because this is like the first time I've ever attempted to guess who was going to be the album of the month or the artist of the month, and I was super correct, and I was so happy because I've been looking forward to this. This is something I was looking forward to. As you can tell, my opinion of this album is super high already. Listening to this album, I liked the majority of the songs. I had already heard Painter and Station already from her EP that she released. Hurt Me was something that I was definitely kind of listening to all the time. This album definitely has so many good vibes. It's very mellow and chill, and it has a couple of surprises to it. Very complex. On the surface, you could say that this album has kind of one tone to it, but each song holds a different sort of feeling, a different emotion to it. It brings a different character to each song it kind of has. All right, getting down to the album, the Bind Me Please. I was so happy that it was a white. Now that's different. Downside of that is if that thing gets dust on it, I'm gonna be pissed because you can automatically see if it gets dust or anything on it at all. So I'm pretty much sure that I'm gonna cherish this one and take really good care of it. The packaging was great. Came with a poster, white pressing, just really good for a debut album. The artwork as well as the pressing reflected definitely the cover. It's very simple, straight to the point. Alright, 2 tracks that I would definitely recommend that you listen to off the bat are Hurt Me and Falling Short. Those are the standout ones for me. She released them both as singles, and those are what I was listening to before the album came out, and even though the album's been released, these are definitely ones that I'm still listening to. They kind of have that staying power with them. Like every time you listen to it, it's kind of like, oh, I never kind of noticed that before. It's kind of revealing once you listen to it a couple times, like very complex. After listening to it, you'll find a section of it that you enjoy more and more each time. Now this album isn't for everyone. I know a lot of Bind Me Please subscribers were kind of upset, and they were like, oh gosh, I'm definitely not listening to that, like I'm not excited about it at all. So you know, some albums are hit or miss, but this is definitely something that I was so excited about being released, and it's probably up there with my Sprinter and Sylvanesso albums. So this is definitely like, Bind Me Please is killing it with the girls when they're coming with these records. Like anything they've chosen by female artists, they've just been killing it with it. So I've been super impressed with Bind Me Please on this. So that's definitely tracks that you should listen to just to mellow out to. Just give yourself a couple of spins. Like I always say, like if you don't like it one time, just sit down with it again, listen to it over, and just give yourself time to kind of find something to like about it. If you don't like the album as a whole, you can definitely find points here and there which you can enjoy about it. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys.